A traveler's guide to Africa's hidden gem. In the heart of southern Africa lies a country that defies the common stereotypes of the continent. Botswana, with its stable democracy, thriving economy, and commitment to conservation, offers travelers an extraordinary blend of pristine wilderness and rich cultural heritage. Unlike its more frequented neighbors, Botswana has chosen a path of high-value, low-impact tourism that preserves its natural treasures while providing visitors with authentic, often exclusive experiences. From the lush waterways of the Okavango Delta to the stark beauty of the Kalahari Desert, Botswana presents a tapestry of landscapes teeming with wildlife and steeped in human history that stretches back thousands of years. A journey through time, Botswana's rich history. The story of Botswana begins with the San people, Bushmen, whose presence in the region dates back at least 20,000 years. These hunter-gatherers left their mark through remarkable rock paintings that can still be viewed today, offering glimpses into their spiritual beliefs and daily lives. By the 18th century, Bantu-speaking peoples had migrated into the area, establishing various chiefdoms that would eventually form the foundation of modern Botswana. Unlike many African nations, Botswana's colonial experience was relatively brief. In 1885, the region became the British Protectorate of Bechuanaland, largely as a strategic buffer against German and Boer expansion. When independence arrived peacefully in 1966, few expected the new nation to succeed. With minimal infrastructure and one of the world's poorest economies, prospects seemed bleak. However, the discovery of diamond deposits shortly after independence, combined with wise leadership under President Seretse Khama, set Botswana on a remarkable trajectory of development and stability that continues today. This history of resilience and pragmatic governance has created a nation proud of its heritage yet firmly focused on the future, a quality that permeates the experience of every visitor to this remarkable country. Cultural tapestry. The people and traditions of Botswana. Modern Botswana is home to diverse ethnic groups, with the Tswana people forming the majority. Despite this diversity, there exists a strong sense of national identity that transcends tribal affiliations, a rarity in many parts of Africa. Traditional culture remains vibrant throughout the country, particularly in rural areas where the Kgotla, village meeting place, continues to serve as the center of community life and local governance. Visitors can experience this living heritage through cultural village visits, where traditional crafts like basket weaving and wood carving are practiced using techniques passed down through generations. The intricate patterns of Botswana baskets, in particular, have gained international recognition for their artistic merit and cultural significance. Music and dance form another vital thread in Botswana's cultural fabric. The traditional songs often tell stories of historical events, celebrate seasonal changes, or mark important life transitions. During festivals and ceremonies, the rhythmic stomping of feet, hand-clapping, and call and response singing create powerful expressions of communal identity and joy. Perhaps most emblematic of Botswana's cultural values is the concept of Botho or Ubuntu, a philosophy emphasizing respect, community responsibility, and human interdependence. This worldview shapes interactions throughout Botswana society and contributes to the warm welcome extended to visitors. Natural wonders. The Okavango Delta and beyond. The crown jewel of Botswana's natural attractions is undoubtedly the Okavango Delta, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of Africa's most extraordinary ecosystems. This vast inland delta forms when seasonal floodwaters from Angola flow into the Kalahari Basin, creating a labyrinth of channels, islands, and floodplains that support an astonishing diversity of wildlife. Unlike typical deltas that empty into oceans, the Okavango's waters are consumed by plant life or evaporate under the African sun, creating a unique oasis in an otherwise semi-arid environment. The best way to experience this watery wilderness is by mokoro, traditional dugout canoe, silently gliding through channels lined with papyrus while watching for elephants, hippos, and countless bird species. To the northeast lies Chobe National Park, home to Africa's largest elephant population, with herds sometimes numbering in the hundreds. The Chobe River frontage offers spectacular game viewing, particularly during the dry season when animals congregate along the water's edge. In stark contrast to these lush environments, the Kalahari Desert covers much of Botswana. Despite its name, the Kalahari is not a true desert but rather a semi-arid savanna that transforms dramatically with the seasons. During the green season, parts of the central Kalahari Game Reserve burst into life, attracting large herds of springbok, gemsbok, and their predators. Safari experiences. Encountering Africa's iconic wildlife. Botswana has deliberately positioned itself as a premier safari destination, focusing on quality experiences rather than mass tourism. The country offers some of Africa's most exclusive wildlife viewing opportunities, with many lodges and camps accommodating just a handful of guests at a time. Safari options are as diverse as the landscapes. In the Okavango, water-based safaris by Mokoro or motorboat provide unique perspectives on aquatic and island wildlife. Traditional game drives in open vehicles remain popular throughout the country's national parks and private concessions. For the more adventurous, walking safaris with expert guides offer intimate encounters with the smaller details of the ecosystem. The wildlife viewing calendar follows the rhythm of seasons. The dry winter months, May to October, generally offer the best game viewing as animals concentrate around permanent water sources. The green season, November to April, brings lush vegetation, newborn animals, and spectacular bird watching as migratory species arrive. What sets Botswana apart is the possibility of truly wild encounters in vast, unfenced wilderness areas. Here, natural processes unfold largely undisturbed by human intervention, offering glimpses of Africa as it might have been centuries ago. Beyond wildlife. Other attractions and activities. While wildlife remains the primary draw for most visitors, Botswana offers numerous other attractions. The ancient rock art sites of the Sedillo Hills, another UNESCO World Heritage Site, feature over 4,500 paintings dating back thousands of years. These sacred hills, called the Louvre of the Desert, hold spiritual significance for the San people and provide fascinating insights into prehistoric life. In the capital Gaborone, the National Museum and Art Gallery showcases the country's cultural and natural history. The city's modern architecture and vibrant markets offer an interesting counterpoint to rural experiences. Adventure seekers can find activities ranging from quad biking across the vast Makgadikgadi salt pans to horseback safaris through game-rich areas. Cultural tourism initiatives allow visitors to engage meaningfully with local communities while contributing directly to their economic development. Practical travel information. Botswana's tourism infrastructure caters primarily to the mid-range and luxury market, with an emphasis on small, environmentally sensitive accommodations. Options range from mobile tented safaris to ultra-luxurious lodges with all modern amenities despite their remote locations. The best time to visit depends on your interest. The dry winter season offers optimal wildlife viewing but also brings peak prices. The green season provides lush landscapes, fewer tourists, and lower rates, though some areas may become inaccessible due to flooding. Most international visitors arrive via Man or Kasane airports, connecting from Johannesburg or Cape Town. Internal transfers often utilize small aircraft, providing spectacular aerial views of the landscape. Self-driving is possible for the adventurous but requires careful planning and ideally a 4x4 vehicle. A destination like no other. Botswana offers travelers a rare combination of authentic cultural experiences and pristine wilderness. Its commitment to conservation, sustainable tourism, and cultural preservation ensures that the qualities that make it special today will endure for future generations. For those willing to venture beyond Africa's more familiar destinations, Botswana rewards with experiences of extraordinary depth and quality, a place where ancient heritage and untamed wilderness create memories that last a lifetime.